The love that you're after, the love that you want, the love that you're dreaming of, God's saying, come on, girl.
It's right there, yeah.
I got you.
It's so crazy to see how we were once like in the world in our own strength and depressed and struggling, and we thought we were having fun. Whatever you are carrying, it's not too heavy for us. You know? Now it's our responsibility to step into the gap where you need us, to intercede for what you need.
One day someone is going to come into your life, y'all being someone's, is going to come into your life and love you so hard, you're going to wonder why you ever thought you're not capable of being loved. Hey Bookies! It is currently Sunday and I thought that I would just bring you guys to spend a Sunday with me. So right now I'm about to go into my friend's house and she's making like this little Galentine's event with just a few friends. We're going to eat breakfast. We're going to paint. I'm sure we're going to talk about God, maybe turn into a Bible study. I don't know. And then later we're going to go to church. And I was like, what a cool way to just invite you guys into my Sunday and live out and answer prayer with me. And I say answer prayer because y'all, I was literally dang near crying with my friend last night because I'm like, I am so tired. I am so overwhelmed with everything happening in my life. Y'all, I didn't want to come here. And then, and mind you, I love them. It wasn't because of them. I didn't want to come because I wanted to stay in my bed and watch TV and do nothing. And then she sent me a picture talking about how God provided all these things for us to do for our little get together this morning. And just like that, the Lord reminded me, like, baby, you prayed for this. Like, you prayed to have intentional friends like this. Like, you prayed to be here. And now you're telling me you want to stay asleep. And it really made me think, like, baby, are we ever really prepared for what it is that we're praying for? Because I'm over here in a depressed season praying for friendships, praying for intentional friends, praying for friends that do events like this just for 3-4 of us girlfriends to hang out. Yet, when I get it, this is how I act. I'm sitting up here thinking about the fruit, not thinking about what it is I'm going to have to sacrifice, not thinking about what it is I'm going to be having to part ways with. Mackenzie, you're going to have these beautiful friends, but that means you won't have as much rest time as you're used to. Like, you never realize that an answered prayer means that you gave something up. Anyway, just ponder on that. All right, let's go.
All day. Jamming.
That's what you
This is so pretty. Hey, welcome to Galentine's. Hey. Y'all, they're so cute. Not the deep voice out of nowhere. Y'all, she is so cute. What is this? Come on. Okay, what we got over here? What we got over here?
So this is a mocktail.
Okay.
It's like a rosé lemonade, but with no rosé.
Period.
What we call it a Christ tail.
Okay, Christ tail. This is so cute. Stop. Why are you such a cute human?
A little higher, please.
I get confused with my voices.
I was saying, why are you such a cute human? Like, what? Aww. What? Y'all, look, she has a little paints. Come on.
You got to.
This is cute. Y'all, we'll talk to y'all later.
Soften up the mess, drop it in the water, let the daughter find her image with the rest. She'll be learning how to breathe, spinning through identity, reveal another pretty little scheme. Save her mind, hold her hand, and don't believe a lie, you understand me. Walk her down the valley, pack a piece of heaven for the bottoms of her feet. Teach her how to jump and how to stretch.
Okay, period. Get it. Yeah. Yeah. Not the rest today. Calm beat too.
Teach her how to hold a pretty hand up to the sky.
You don't have to worry.
I'm not a regular mom, I'm a cool mom.
Period. This is so cute.
Fly about the valley. fire. Train her feet for running. Show her every door and how the windows let the sun in. Copy out the key and tell her this is for becoming. Even in the fever, baby, cry and get to running. And tell her that you better get your bootstraps up. You're with the army.
Everybody's gonna get a little goodie bag to take home. So it's got different types of chocolates, and then it has little salts that you can put in your bath or your shower. And then you're also gonna get a blanket because we all love to be warm. But before you take a bath, you're gonna take a notepad and a pen. And we're gonna spend some time with the Holy Spirit. And we're not gonna sign it, it's going to be anonymous. And we're gonna ask him to give us words of encouragement. And we're gonna drop it into the bags. And before you leave, you're gonna grab a bag and it's gonna be exactly what you need to hear.
Amen. Come on.
Okay? Period.
I think it's gonna be beautiful.
Nothing can harm me. Yelling from the roof, I touch, put up a guarding. Count to 10, lion's den, speaking with the higher pen. Can't be touched by fire. Fast forward to the grown things now. I'm working on them soul things now. Forgiving all your old ways, but it's harder on the cold days. Cold days. Never been a product of a flawless environment.
Yeah.
Never acted like I'm higher than you. And I still pray, dear God, won't you send me a break? Cause I need to get away, yeah. Dear God, won't you send me a break? Cause I need to get away, yeah. Cause I would rather be running away. I would rather be
You mean to tell me that like God has set the precedent, right? That's the standard. And you gonna give me a third of it? Oh no. Oh no, that's that transactional love. I'm gonna give you a breadcrumb, you're gonna make me a cake, and then I'll give you another breadcrumb. And that's the world we live in. Why it's so important for us to keep in this word and keep saturating our minds with it, because those breadcrumbs, especially women, we are very impactful thinkers. Right. Very imaginative thinkers. If you give me a breadcrumb, I'm imagining what kind of cake I'm gonna make for you.
Right.
Okay, I can't wait to put that German mix together and start. Okay, where's the icing? Because I'm thinking to myself, okay, we're on the same page here, but we're not. We're not. So if I am not centered in the word, I don't know what a breadcrumb looks like. And how do I equip myself to be able to say, oh, no, thank you, if I don't know that this is when I say no, thank you. So the next portion of this that I want us to look at, I have a lot of questions too. I want you guys to be thinking. Love is not something that you have to work for.
Right.
Right? And that's when the unconditional comes in. I came into this world all types of messed up, and I've been doing all types of ridiculous things. I've had a ridiculous life, okay?
Right.
All kinds of things. And God says, it's okay. It's cool. I have a space for you. You have purpose here and you belong. Right? So whenever I'm thinking about friendships or even romantic relationships, me merely existing,
That's enough.
breathing, means that I'm eligible to be loved.
Exactly.
Not to be confused with if I make a decision that would hinder or challenge their ability to accept me or like me. Separate. We're not talking about that. We're talking about you may not be able to do it, right? You may not be my person. You may not be my bestie for the resty. However, that doesn't mean I'm not eligible to have a bestie for the resty. That's what I'm trying to say. So, after all of that, he continues to love us. Think about this. Why do we have a hard time loving others? Why is that challenging for us? Go ahead.
I feel like it's challenging for people that don't know God.
Yeah.
I feel like it's more challenging for them because, like I said, it comes back down to, you know, people thinking it's a conditional type of thing. And it's kind of, and people don't realize that love is not like, it's not a feeling, right? It's a sacrifice, you know, because God loves us that much that he sent his only son, you know, to die, and his perfect son that came from a virgin, right? To like die on the cross for us, for me and you guys, you know? So it's like, people think it's like a feeling, oh, I love you, like, right? I'm like, okay, I feel good, I love you. But they don't realize that feeling wear off. You know, same thing with pleasure, it wears off, right? But it always comes down now when you know Christ, everything is more, you know, you see things in a different lens, kind of, you know, you don't see everything in like, you know, how is it, like colorful or something?
Yeah.
They see it in black and white, you know, you see it, like not perfectly, but you see it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, people don't realize that love is a sacrificial type of thing. They think it's a feeling. Like if I do something for you, it's because I love you. No, that means I'm gonna lay my life down to save yours. That's literally what love means. But people don't see it until they read the word. Everything comes from God. God's word.
Yeah. So let's think about the other side of that. Why do we sometimes feel like we're not deserving of love?
I think that like we carry like life experiences and then we put it on other people. Even sometimes subconsciously. Like I might love you a certain way because that's how I was loved. Or the same way with like our relationship with God, we might love God a certain way or allow Him to love us in a limited type of way because that's the love that we've experienced. So
yeah, I like that.
No, that's perfect. Yeah.
It goes back to how do I know not to accept a breadcrumb if I don't know what that looks like in the world. We can talk about it all day long, but when you get into the live of things, it's like, oh, wait a minute. That's what that was. That's what that looks like. So I'm thinking about acceptance and love next to each other. And I'm thinking about how sometimes people experience what we would call in the psychological world codependency. And it's this idea that I have to overgive to maintain my connection with that individual, whether it's a friendship or if it's a romantic relationship. And whenever they want to give to me, it's uncomfortable. Because my purpose is to push as much of myself onto this person as humanly possible. And it's compartmentalized also too. You could be the most sophisticated individual and at Christmas time you've got to get the biggest, craziest gifts because that's who you are, that's what you think is expected of you, and you feel absolutely failing if you don't do that. And then on the flip side, if someone wants to give to you, shower you with love or whatever, it's like, it's so nice of you. You shouldn't have, right? And that can be translated to our relationship with God. Like, oh God, man, I know you sent me that friend, but she's just really, really nice. She gives me things all the time. I don't know how to handle it. I don't know how to take that.
Something's wrong.
Right, something is wrong. People don't just do that. I mean, I don't mind doing it.
Right.
But I don't think other people think of me that way, right? It's the enemy's way of making us feel, because the enemy can't like get up in here, but he can make us get up in here.
Right.
Okay, he can control how you think about yourself, and that's a huge downhill that we get into. The enemy will use a wedge to control the way that you think about your worth. And up comes guilt, shame, loneliness, isolation. And we all know idle mind is a devil's playground. Once you no longer have an activity to focus your brain and your mind thoughts on, here comes the thoughts of, oh, well, they didn't want me to come to that event anyway. Oh, well, he probably doesn't like me anyway. I'm not going to talk to him. I'm not going to go to church today because, there's people in the church that have actual problems. I don't have any problems. That's where that negative self-talk comes from. So let's separate loneliness from separation. Separation is God purposefully taking you from his space in the world, out of it, so that you can either hear him louder, hear him more, focus on him, what have you. Loneliness is a thought process that God does not want you to have, but the enemy will really push your mind or your way of thinking of yourself that way when you are in a season of separation, to make you think that you no longer need to be connected. So separation is the enemy, or loneliness is the enemy, separation is God. Both of them involve an act of not being as connected as once before. That could be for a number of reasons. Maybe the individuals you are connected to are just not for you, right? And the codependency is connected to that too, of like, I have to love everybody, I have to be everybody's friend. Everybody's not your friend. And every man or woman is not meant for you.
Exactly.
So let's check out Psalms 33, 3-5. It says, when I refused to confess my sin, my body wasted away. I groaned all day long. Day and night, your hand of discipline was heavy on me. My strength evaporated like water in the summer heat. Finally, I confessed my sins to you and stopped trying to hide my guilt. I said to myself, I will confess my rebellion to the Lord, and you forgave me. All my guilt is gone. So So when I was doing study for this, I was thinking about guilt and shame and loneliness and what that does, and it gives us this this space in between God, our relationship with God and ourselves, and that space builds with more and more and more guilt and shame and loneliness, and we start to develop this mindset that like we're not worthy. You know, I've spent so much time away from God. There's no space for me there. There's no point in me going there. There's no point in me reaching out to Him, even though God's sitting here like this.
Right.
Bro, come on! I love you. We're over here like, no, it's fine. I just, church isn't for me. Yeah. When you start telling yourself, I don't know how to read my Bible. I can't understand it. Nobody wants to be friends with me. You know, I'm gonna leave people alone. You start telling yourself these things, and this is the enemy. He is like manipulating your ability to think positively about yourself to make you think that you are worthy of being more than just the individual on earth. Hiding behind your guilt eats at you.
Jeez. That's good.
You develop this narrative about yourself and you walk around and that's just what it is. You don't even know you're doing it. Well, I used to be a church goer, but my life is too messed up all of that. I hear people say it all the time. I can't have a therapist. I would make them want to lose their jobs or something like that. And I'm like, nope.
That's what they went to school for.
Yeah. There's absolutely nothing you can tell me that would make me want to quit this job, because even the psych wards, like I'm just waiting to get my foot in the door. Like I would hear some stories, okay? But you get to this mindset of like, yeah, there's just no space for me there. And then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger to the point where you're like, this is comfortable. You have built a space full of your comments and thoughts around guilt and loneliness, built up by the enemy, and it's normal. 70% of the world is living behind this guilt. They add in substances, alcohol, they add in pornography. They just like fill it with things of the world to make them feel connected, because let's be honest, to be a Christ follower, the effort that it takes doesn't look the same as the effort it would take to go to the...
You ain't lying. Talk about it. Baby.
Because God says, take a step, and I got you. But that step, that one step, is very hard. The enemy is going to try to do everything he can. He's going to take your shoe off, your sock off, unpaint your nails, so you don't take that step. But once you do take that step, y'all, I got the chills. Because why are we hindering ourselves? Why are we letting our negative thoughts make us think that we're not worthy of taking that one step?
Okay.
God is over here like, come on, I got you. I will take you and all the drugs and all the alcohol and all the pornography that you got going with you. By the time we spend a couple hours together, you ain't gonna want to do that stuff no more.
You hear me?
You're not even gonna worry about that. And it's not to say that there is judgment to be put on individuals who do engage in those substances. He loves them too. And so do I. You know what I'm saying? There's space for everybody. But all of that is filled and filled and filled, and then you start connecting with individuals who like those things, and then you become just content there.
Yeah.
So right here, let's break down this verse. When I refuse to confess my sin, my body wasted away and I groaned all day long. Basically what this is entailing is, it's eating at me that I don't want to tell God what I have done. And we all know the power of being able to say out loud, like, Lord, I have sinned.
Right.
I did XYZ, I did ABC. God wants you to say that because he wants you to be cognizant of what you've done. Not because he wants you to feel punished for what you've done. He just wants you to recognize that you know that what you did is not pleasing to him. He does that on purpose. He wants you to feel connected to what is wrong so that you're motivated to do what is right.
Right.
It's kind of like a child, right? If a child falls down the slide because they're going down the slide the wrong way, there's a consequence. They're not gonna do that no more.
Right.
Before the child goes down the slide the wrong way, what does mommy do? No, little Billy, you have to go down like this. No, turn around. No, Mom. And he goes down like this. Boom, now he has an egg bump on his head, right? So the moment we drift away from God, go down the slide the wrong way, get messed up in the wrong crowds, start engaging in things that we have no business engaging in, start implementing certain elements in our lives that we won't get into because we don't have time, go down the wrong path, get into the enemy's hands, we learn for ourselves why God put these parameters in our lives in the first place. Then it goes on to the next verse. It says, day and night your hand of discipline was heavy on me. My strength evaporated like water in summer heat. So over and over and over and over and over again, I can hear God's telling me something's not right about this. Mm-hmm. Now, at this time, if I'm engaging in all this and I'm in the enemy's hand, I really don't know. I mean, I didn't put my finger on exactly what's going on, but God is speaking to me and he's saying to me, come on, Diane, come here. God is not aggressive. He always whispers to me. I don't know how he talks to you, but he whispers to me. The enemy come on!
Yeah. He's loud.
I'll be like, hey! Woo, Holy Spirit, do something over here. I can't, but the discipline, the discipline is still there because he put those parameters there. I was able to see what that is. And I need to see that when I come back. So he places them there. My strength evaporated like water in summer heat. I'm fighting to not have to remove the guilt and say to God, I've done wrong. I'm fighting that. We put more energy into keeping up our sin than it would be to take the step to follow Christ.
Right. Right.
Like we be lifting weights spiritually or in our minds trying to keep from removing the bandages that are blocking us from God. Finally, I confessed my sin to you and stopped trying to hide my guilt. I said to myself, I will confess my rebellion to the Lord, and you forgave me. My guilt is gone. That was one sentence. You did all of that, and then you confess, and God's like, okay. Come on, Billy. Come on in here. So it just goes to say, like, the guilt is such a serious piece of getting us drifted away from God and getting us into the enemy's hands. We have to take that first step.
Exactly.
Confess. Talk to God about what your thoughts are. I mean, be honest with him. I tell God all the time, oh, Lord, I liked it. I want to do that.
Right.
You know, but give me the discernment of why I shouldn't, and give me the courage to not want to. You know, I have very real conversations with God. I was never taught how to pray. I mean, I can soak, but whenever I'm talking to him like I'm talking to y'all. I need you to hear me. I don't have no other way to have discussions with him. So hiding behind guilt also makes you feel not worthy, and the enemy is trying to keep you from growing. He wants to keep you in your pain and your challenges. The inevitable piece of this is that we're all going to make mistakes.
Right.
Even me on the journey of becoming closer to God, I make mistakes with my friendships, with my relationships, with my family. I'm not perfect.
Right.
I do stuff wrong all the time. I actually learn better by making a mistake because I like to learn the hard way sometimes.
Right.
I can be a little, what's the word you call it? Yes. I can be a little hard-headed. But when you're thinking about a child, well, let's say little Billy spilled his milk. I like Billy. And I work with kids. So let's say Billy spills his milk. As soon as Billy realizes, oh crap, I spilled the milk, and a parent comes over and says, oh, it looks like you spilled the milk, Billy. Well, we got to clean it up now. Would you like to help me? It's okay. You spilled it. Sometimes we spill stuff. He learns I'm allowed to make mistakes and learn from them. No matter what mistake I make, I'm going to be comforted in that time and helped to do better.
Right.
That's God.
That's good.
That's good.
He will not send you without the tools and the support and the comfort to make it better. Now, the moment we surround ourselves around individuals who make us feel guilty about making a mistake, that's when we need to check that connection.
Yeah, you gotta get it.
Yeah. If you, I see parents all the time, and I'm like, sir, this is a learning opportunity for this child. And as God, as our Father, we are walking learning opportunities every single day. Yes. You yourself have been placed in other people's lives for a purpose.
There you go.
And I have been very diligent over praying over my friendships. I pray for people, yes, but I also am now praying for the connection that I have with those people. Just to make sure that what I'm giving and like the person that I am is serving them.
Right.
Because now I see the importance of the people in my life and if they're serving me too. It feels weird. The codependency is like, no, just love them anyway. But I'm like, no, with the people that are gone, now that they're gone, I can see, whoa. I was almost like being used.
It gives you like a
it was almost like a wake up call, like, all you want us to be like connected and to be loved. They couldn't even do that. Yet you showered them. Showered them with everything that you could shower them with. Like I said before, with relationships, sometimes they come for just a purpose, and the purpose may not be for a lifetime. And it's just important to just accept that. Don't think too much into it. Individuals come and individuals go. Wish them well. I always wish people well. Like, even if it's a relationship, he could cheat on me 4 or 5 times. I wish you all the happiness, all the growth, all the success, all the money, all the whatever it is you want. Just stay over there.
Stay that way.
Stay over there.
Just stay that way.
I am good.
All the best.
Facts. That is so mean.
Stay, I don't have nothing for you over here. The ones that try to come back, be trying to test to see if you still stupid. I'm not.
Come on.
I'm not.
Same thing, you tried it, look.
But
The door big closed. Look, I didn't leave it a crack open. I closed it all the way.
The key is gone. No copy.
So when thinking about relationships, I feel like I have a lot of females in my life that always say things to me along the lines of like wanting to be loved, and I'm like, girl, let me tell you something. The love that you're after, the love that you want, the love that you're dreaming of, God's saying, come on, girl.
It's right there, yeah.
I got you. You will not ever have to want
Yeah.
ever in your life.
Right.
But the moment you let that guilt and that shame and that loneliness fill up the space between the connection between you and God, the enemy starts saying, you can't have that. That's unrealistic. Nobody gets that. He starts filling your mind up with these lies about your expectations and your standards and your boundaries, and it starts making you think that they're not purposeful. And God's like, all of that you want, I got it.
Right. You just gotta
Just
see
come
it
on over
first.
here.
Right.
Yeah,
There
you
go.
see for yourself, love on yourself.
I feel like we should read them.
Yes. This is for me, y'all. It says, get in routine, rest in God, you are not in control, let go. I'm such a control freak. I'm like,
This is for, wow. Okay.
Let's say.
That's for me. Okay, so it says you are incredibly strong, and even if you find yourself in a weak spot or moment, just know that you are about to be equipped with all the knowledge and encouragement you need to get through this week.
Mine says, just because they did you wrong does not mean you are not worth someone doing you right. Jeez.
come on.
That was for me.
Mine says, one day someone is going to come into your life and love you so hard, you're going to wonder why you ever thought you were not capable of being loved. Stop.
Oh, that made me almost cry.
That's funny.
My heart was like,
Yeah, that's
oh my goodness.
That's cute.
Oh my god.
That just made me
Who
tear
in my
up.
business? What?
You're in my business, don't do that.
This is why you ever thought you were not capable of being loved.
So good.
Mine says, sister, it's not over. The Lord is doing something new. Do not get sidetracked in meaningless things. Matthew 14:28-29. Keep your eyes on the Lord, and you will not drown. He is with you. There is a mighty purpose, and you're ready to be used. The Lord is proud of you. Keep being you and keeping the light shine bright.
Wait, I'm about to
Hey, I gotta tell you something. As I was writing that, the Lord said, I was gonna put shine bright diamond. I heard diamond, and I was like, no, because what if she doesn't get it? And that's even weird. She had to go double
Shine
for you.
bright. Oh my
That's
gosh,
good.
it's gonna make me cry.
That's good.
They call me Shine Bright at my job too. It's just Shine Bright like
I literally just wrote it, and then I heard diamond, and I should have obeyed. There you go. Lucky for that. That's okay.
He said it's alright.
And we were like fighting over it.
That
one was meant for you too. Because when you read that, I was like, that's so meant for you.
Jesus.
Oh my goodness.
Can somebody open it?
No.
I've never seen one.
They're from
No.
someone else.
Okay. Well, let's pray over the bags.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, we just thank you. Thank you for this gathering. Thank you for these ladies. Thank you for allowing us to even have the privilege to sit under you and just do some of the things like write and so with you, Lord. We will not take this for granted. And we thank you for providing for these goodie bags. And Father, as we sat here and wrote encouragements and love letters to each other, we just ask that every word that is written on these note cards touches the person that will have this bag, Lord. We don't know what they're going through. We don't know what they're processing. We don't know what they need to hear, but you do. And so, Father God, we know that you have a plan, and there's a reason that today happened, and that whoever has this bag is going to reach you, is going to see you in a different light, is going to feel heard, is going to feel seen, is going to feel loved. And so, Lord, we just ask that you make our spirit sensitive to hear who needs this bag, Lord, and help us to not second guess, help us to not disobey, help us to not even think about it, but to just give. We love you. This feels like so good.
I'm literally thinking about how we were like tugging for the bag, and I was like, you got it, because I was like, that's not for you. And the smallest things, because that was like, what?
Yeah.
No way. Wow.
When I read it before, I read it out loud, but I didn't read the bottom part. I was like, oh, okay, I'll wait. And then I saw Shine Bright, and I was like, oh my gosh, that was for me. That's crazy. That's so crazy. I love it.
I just love the Lord.
The smallest
I feel so
things.
privileged.
Yeah, me too. You know, there's like so many people that would trade to be in the position that we are. Like, we have a hard time praying. Not us, not you, but like in general. As a whole community, we have a hard time praying and reading and soaking and being under the Lord. But there are people that literally are getting killed to do the things that we're doing, you know? And it's so easy to take for granted, but it's like, he's just here. Like, you can feel it. Yeah.
People are out there catching hell.
I'm so thankful for each one of y'all. Guys, we already know, okay? Because I just met you, but that's very wild. We were outside, okay?
Oh, let's talk about
Hi,
it.
yes,
Let's talk about it.
Yeah,
baby. That's like,
Y'all wanna go? Let's go.
I'm meeting you there.
I'm in the parking lot.
Or we see each other
like, I'm putting my lashes on in the car. I was like, on my way. Where y'all at?
It would be like,
What?
it needed no planning. Hey, where are you gonna be tonight? I'll be here. Okay, cool, I'm pulling up.
No. Crazy.
On the ground. And then, like, literally, it's crazy because I feel like we all kind of went separate ways
We definitely did.
for a while. Like we did not talk because the
3
Lord
years,
started.
maybe 3 or 4.
Yeah.
For me, at least, I think 4 years from you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I just
Yeah.
reunited with her last year, I think, was when we started talking a little
Yeah,
bit.
when we started kind of talking again.
Talking a little bit.
Like yeah, but yeah, it's just crazy to literally see the Lord like pull you apart and be like, you know, you might see them again, you might not, but do you trust me?
Yes, yes.
And so you too, like I'm sure you had your times. You're fun outside, okay? We might not done it together. It's not enough done it together, but we all did it.
Right.
And like it's so crazy to see how we were once like in the world in our own strength and depressed and struggling, and we thought we were having fun. We thought we were having the best time. Listen,
Yeah.
we thought we were it.
Yeah.
But really,
Definitely, certainly.
So to actually like sit at the same table, like together, is just so crazy to me. Like being pulled out of the enemy's hands, because essentially, spiritually, that's what happened.
Yeah.
Like he losing his grip on us, and so I'm so thankful that you guys are here. Thank you for coming out. I'm so thankful that you guys are my friends. I want us to never lose this connection. You know,
Yeah.
like depression, life anxiety, whatever it is, isolation. Like don't go too far.
Yeah.
From women who actually love you, women who actually care. Because at the end of the day, we're gonna have distractions thrown at us. We're gonna have different people coming in that are not from God. And at the end of the day, we're still needed. We're still here. So depression, whatever you are going through, do not isolate. Whatever you are carrying, it's not too heavy for us.
Yeah.
Because we will
It's
carry
not.
it with you.
Right, well, yeah.
Do not carry it alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay? Do not carry it alone, because at this time, even though you're moving towards God, the enemy is going to pull you.
He's
gonna
working
tell you
overtime.
lies.
You're not meant to do it. It's fellowship. So.
He's gonna have you isolate and go away from the people that actually love you. But Mackenzie, you were never meant to carry this one. Ever.
So you telling us right now is actually very strong, because it's like we're taking like pieces of your burdens from you.
Yeah.
So we're taking all that weight off of you. So you just gave me some of that weight. That's what makes me emotional. That's what makes them emotional. Because we're taking all of your weight off of you from yourself.
And we will. So like you call us. Yeah. We'll pray. We will pray over you. We will cover you. We will come over.
Yeah.
I have your address. Get in one car.
Yeah.
And knock that door
Right
down.
Yeah.
We will knock that door down.
Yeah.
I do not
My car will
care.
be fixed sometime.
We don't need a car. We got Uber.
Oh, yeah.
I got legs.
It's not too far.
I got legs.
I'm going to Canada.
I don't care. But that's the first step. It's exposing the enemy. It's talking about it. It's saying out loud, this is happening. Now the enemy, it's not in the dark anymore.
Right.
He can't operate.
There you go.
Now we know. Now it's our responsibility to step into the gap where you need us.
Mm-hmm.
To intercede for what you need. Because it's not a coincidence, every single woman at this table, it's not a coincidence that we're here.
Yeah.
Okay? So we're going to carry our weight, our responsibility, and you're not alone.
And let me
I was
tell
so
you, I was
excited.
fighting back. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay, I was fighting back and forth this whole week, like, if I really wanted to go. Like, I don't know, like, just being, like, just throwing out there, being honest, I'm just like, I don't know, am I gonna, like, am I gonna talk a lot, or is it gonna be, like, I was just, like, fighting. You can ask my sister Monique, too. It was just, like, I was fighting back and forth, like, should I really go? I don't know. And I'm just, like, and then my sister had to go out of town, so I took the baby, but the baby's with me. So I'm like, okay, I definitely cannot go, because who's gonna watch the baby? And then it's, like, then my god sister is, like, I could watch her while you go. I said, okay, cool. But in between, if she's still wanting to do, I was just like, I don't know, like, because I've been in like super isolation as well too. Like ever since I just stayed by myself a lot now, it's just like I stay alone, so it's just like I'm comfortable where I'm at. But I became too comfortable, like what you guys were talking about, right? So every time she would invite me, she would text me and be like, I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, there's a basketball game. You want to go? I said yes fast, because I'm like, I need to socialize with people, because it's like, she's a great godly woman, right?
Yeah.
And she has a great godly man husband.
It's still, I'm like, no, that's her husband.
Yeah. I was trying to say like a godly man and a got it, like, but I was like, it's the same thing. So I was
She
like,
is a wife. She is a wife.
Right.
My girlfriend, she is a wife.
Right, like, so it's like, it's cool, like, so it's, I was just like, so every time she like invited me, I'm always like jumping to say yes, because I stay at home a lot, like, and I'm just like, my sister's like, did you go out and do something today? I'm like, no, I just been at home. She's like, what have you been doing? Watching TV on my phone, or, you know, like reading my Bible or something like that, but I'm always at home. And she's just like, you need to go out and do stuff, and I'm just like, I don't have godly friends to do things with. I don't want to just go out there and seem like I'm desperate for friendship. And then now the worldly friends are gonna come, and then it's just little old me, right? I'm not like, you know, I'm not spiritually mature yet, but I'm in the verge of being there.
That's mature,
right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the fact that I'm still immature a little bit, I'm not gonna say like a lot like I used to, but I'm still a little bit like a little something small can trigger me to go back. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I've been just like at home, and she's just been like, you just been at home, and I'm like, I don't trust outside.
Yeah.
You know, I trust myself, but I don't trust those thousands of people out there. That's not following God the same way I am. So I just been at home. So every time she's like, you want to do something? I just jump and be like, yes. You know, and it's like, and even to the point that like, when I tell you guys my phone is right, it's right. Like seriously, if she's not texting me, that's it.
Yeah.
Or my sister, that's it. Like seriously nobody, that's when my phone is always in D&D. Nobody needs me up anyways.
Yeah.
So it's just like, my phone is just there for no reason, right? So like every time I try to do something, and then I check my phones to be like, okay, who can I do something with? No one pops into my mind. And I'm like, God, are you trying to like, you know, are you trying to be funny? Or are you protecting me so I don't just hit anybody up and just be like, just for, because I want to have fun today or tonight or whatever. That's it.
Yeah.
So I've just been.
That's the enemy trying to get you habitually back into
that
space.
It's been like, you know, like I'll go through my text message. I'm like, okay, so who can I hang out with today? I'm just like, and I don't find anything, and God is like blanking. So I'm just like, God, that's you protecting me. Because imagine if I just texted someone that I used to be friends with that I'm not supposed to be friends with anymore, and I just text her like, hey, let's go hang out, right? So it's just, I've just been like, like I said, if it's not on say text me, nobody's really like on my phone. So and I used to be the person that had everybody was my friend. I'm so just, they know I'm very friendly. Like especially when I'm drunk, everybody's my friend. Everybody's my best friend. Like you're my best. I just
I don't know you, but I love you.
Like you're my best friend. But now I've been super reserved now, and to the point that I've been super reserved, that it kind of made me introverted. Like I don't speak unless I'm spoken to, or I don't talk just for fun. I talk just like if I'm like the reason I'm very talkative because I know them. Like, I know them very well. But if she was hosting it by herself and a lot of people were new, you'll see a different Choco. I would not be funny like I was. Like I would just be like very, because I'm extroverted where I have peace. And they're my peace because we're all following the same God. We're all, you know, so it's peaceful. But if it's not peaceful, I don't speak. So people always see two different sides of me. They'll look at me and be like, that's not Choco over there. This one talks a lot. But it's like, I only do that where I feel comfortable. So this was definitely needed. So I'm glad I came out. I'm glad my sister stepped in and took my baby, you know, she's not by birth, but that's my daughter for sure. So,
you know what I realized? Like, I don't know who else shared this, but I know somebody else. I think it was you. You were like, I almost did not come.
Yes.
And that's literally the
like this whole
I'm telling you.
Whenever she made the group chat, I was so excited to see like your Mackenzie, because I got your number saved. And I was like, oh, Chunka's gonna come, and then she said she'd come to the event, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna see these girls. And then when you said you almost said I'm like, oh,
that's so sad.
yeah.
But it's like, because this is happening.
Yeah.
You know, because we come here and we get filled, and then he's like, no.
Yeah.
Y'all are worshiping the Lord. I'm gonna put depression, isolation, anxiety, worry on you so that you don't want to go.
And that's what he definitely did. But God was like, every time I was like, I don't want to go, your face always popped up in my. I'm like,
that's on
get out my head, bro. Like, why is it gonna say still right here? Like, I'll go and check my phone. I'll see her name, and I'm like, all right, so I guess I'm supposed to go. Because every time I'm like, I don't want to go, I don't feel like going, I don't think, you know, it's going to be good for me. And then her name pops up, I'm like, okay. Or she's like, her face is like right there, like she invited me. And it also says in the Bible where your yes is your yes and your no and your no. Since I already said I was coming, I need to keep my word and go. So that's why I was fighting. That's why I was fighting with. Because I was just like, should I go? But then I was like, God is like, you already said no. I mean, you already said yes. You need to be a woman of your word.
Yeah.
Honor your word, exactly. You need to go because you already told her yes. You already told her you were going.
Jesus.
And I was just like, and you don't know, you going, you don't know who might need your energy when you're there, right? And I'm just like, okay, stop yelling at me.
Right.
Like you ain't yelling, but your whisper is loud. Calm down. So I was just like, all right,
I want to speak to, like, you had Tesman earlier about being worldly and still becoming more spiritually mature. Like, I literally feel like I'm in that space with you because I have a lot of friends that are not really, you know, this is not the way that I'm living now is hard for them to accept because like I said, like, I'm in the car putting my lashes on when we beat that. And I have a really good friend. I've been friends with her for a long time. She is not living, I can't speak to how her Christ world looks, but it's her birthday this weekend. And she was having all these events and all these things going on, and I'm just like, whew, okay, this is a close friend of mine. I know she don't want to go to a club. I don't drink out. I don't do nightlife like that no more. But I do want to celebrate her birthday, but it's like, I'm battling with like, how do I show up for her and still and be good? I can't be in those spaces.
Right.
It is so triggering for me in so many ways. I can't have that conversation with her because I don't think it'll be safe.
Right.
She may hear me. She's
probably not ready to hear it too.
Yeah,
so,
and
don't
she
even understand.
Yeah,
right.
And I don't want to do all of that. So I'm like thinking to myself, I was like stressed about it all week. But when she first invited me, I was like, ooh, I looked at the itinerary, I seen the club, the section, the bottle, the pregame, and I was like, and then Upset was like, do you want to speak? And I was like, thank you, Lord. I can go out. I can do nothing. The dinner's at 3. I got to be in bed at 7. That's what we doing. And when I got to the dinner, they were like, all looking at me like, hey, you not coming out? And I'm like, no, I'm not. And
sorry to interrupt real quick. Do you guys see my car keys?
yeah, I was just like, no, I'm not going. And they're all looking at me like, shocked. And I'm like, I don't want to be known as a party girl anymore. Okay, there's more to me than just going out. And the thing about it is, like, and I always tell, me and my mom talk about stuff like this all the time. When I tell you I was a party girl, I would be in different countries partying, different cities. If there's a party, I'm gonna find out about it. I'm gonna be in there. I want to go. But I also was in school up until last year. Like, I have gone to school consistently. I've not stopped going to school. I have 3 degrees. I'm a clinician. So, like, I was masking I'm masking all the stress and anxiety and depression that I'm getting from being a Black clinician and going out. Is it healthy? Absolutely not. I would not. Because, for one, I'm going to the same place where my clients are at, so that's, like, horrible. And I'm dealing with the same thing that they're dealing, and I can't give them the full version of things. So coming out of clubbing was not only good for me spiritually, but it was also good for me professionally. But the people that I was partying with, that's their life. They don't do nothing else. They got one little job that they go to on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Jesus.
And you know what I'm saying? Like they were not bettering themselves. As I'm going out and doing all of this, I know I have a timeline. Like I just know, like, okay, this is fun now, but I'm gonna eventually not want to do this anymore because the way where I'm trying to go in my life, I don't see this. And I kept not understanding why I couldn't get out of it. Like I couldn't get out of the life. It was so hard for me because everybody in my world was doing that same thing.
Yeah.
So once I got to a point where I was like, okay, God, take everybody away. But I gotta do something different. I do not want to be this person anymore. And God said, bet, took everybody away, took away the motivation, took away the desire, took away the fun. I stopped going out for like 6 months, and then a friend invited me to a bar, and I had a straight up anxiety attack. I was like holding my drink like this. Like I just felt so uncomfortable being in there. I was trying so hard to they were wanting to take me out for my birthday. And I'm like, that's so kind of, that's so sweet, but like, this isn't where I want to be out for my birthday. And I don't want this drink, and I don't want to take any shots, and I just gotta go. Like, it was times where I was like, I gotta go to the bathroom, because I just wanted to like be away. And I feel like I don't have a lot of spaces where I can have that conversation, because everybody's expecting me to be the certain person.
Right.
So it sucks, but I'm glad that that's not me anymore. Like, I'm glad that's not the only part of me that we can talk about. Because I'm so much bigger than that.
That's beautiful.
I'm alright. I love when she speaks. I'll just be like,
So soothing.
I love that.
Yeah, and I had to get at the club because now my job wants me to do News 9 segments, and I can't be having people.
Come on.
Okay, News.
That's that girl that was at 115 last weekend. Right? Yeah, I do a segment on Thursday if you guys have time to watch it at 4.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna do some work on like African Americans and the stigmas behind like therapy and stuff like
That is huge.
I love that.
Like the last thing I wanted to say, which is why this card meant so much to me. I'm just gonna read the card again so it can just like really set the atmosphere. Because I read this not just for like my husband, my spouse, but like for friendships as well. I have bad friendship trauma, and I think that was another reason I didn't want to come here, because I knew that she was all tight with y'all, and I'm like, then I'm the odd one out. Y'all know in high school how that was, right?
Yeah.
So one day someone is going to come into your life, y'all being someone's, is going to come into your life and love you so hard, you're going to wonder why you ever thought you're not capable of being loved. So like just sitting here and like,
Were you ready to hug her? I was ready to hug her too.
No, but just like sitting here, like listening to y'all talk, we're like so reading the Bible. I'm just sitting here like, why did I think I was so unworthy?
Oh,
You're
not.
Like, why did I think I didn't deserve to be in rooms like this?
Right.
And man, I'm telling you, when I didn't want to come, and I felt the Lord say, but you prayed for this.
Right.
Like you prayed to have these friendships, and not just any friendships. Like these are godly friends.
Right.
Man, and I wasn't going to come. Like literally, it was like a crossroads. Like Mackenzie, this is where the promise was. This is what you prayed for. Are you going to step into that, or are you going to go back into what Mackenzie
That's
used
right.
to
That's
do?
right. That's right.
You can ask my closest friend that I've been talking to. I was telling Christian, I was like, I'm not going, and I ain't going to church either. I was like,
That was me. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I know my sister. I was just like,
I'm telling you, I was so tired. I was like, I'm not doing that, and I'm not going to church. And then it just so happened, okay, I'll just go to her event, but I'm still going to go home. But then she's like, well, all of us are going to church. I'm like, I guess I'm going to church.
She texted me this morning, like, are you gonna go to, like, I was not gonna go, I was just gonna come here and go back, because like I said, the baby, right? So I was just like, and she texted me, she was like, are you going to church too? I said, God, if you can stop whispering so loud.
I'm saying
And I was like, yes, I'm saying I'm coming. Like, she like, it was pretty much like a confirmation.
Yeah.
Because we already, like, we all knew from the group chat, like, okay, you're going to church, we're gonna do this and then go to church. But then I was just like, I've just been fighting the whole week. Like, should I go or should I? And then the plan that came out of nowhere, which is my niece, I had her for 3 days now, and I'm like, okay, so I'm just like, all my plans gotta stop because I don't want to keep taking the baby out. It's too cold. I don't want her to get sick. So it was just like everything just keep coming. Then my sister, my god sister was like, yeah, I'll take her, no problem. Just whenever you come back, just let me know. And then she texted me like, are you coming to church? I was just like, okay, I'm going to church. That's why I packed my clothes. I was literally just gonna come like this and just go, because I was just like, my child is home, so I was just like, I need to go, you know. But she texted me and I was just like, all right, God, you know what?
That'll be a word for us in it.
I was like, you put upset right where she needed to be.
Yeah.
She was like, it kind of like fit the puzzle.
Yeah.
You
We're
really
like,
were.
Well, I'm also really grateful for your obedience.
For sure.
Like,
And your
just like the
patience, for
small
sure.
things.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, like everybody.
Yeah. So it was definitely good, because like I said, it was just perfect timing for everything. Because
And
I didn't even go. Yeah.
Like if you wouldn't have sent that picture, I probably wouldn't have came for real. Because I was already in the mindset of like, I'm not going.
Yeah.
But then she sent that picture, and I was like, oh, this ain't no normal. I'm making biscuits and let's talk.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, we prayed for this. Like this girl is setting up a Galentine's.
Yeah.
And I was like,
seriously.
you right.
Yeah. It's crazy. It was something else.
Thank y'all for being so welcome.
I'm glad everyone came.
Yeah. And I think it had a lot to do with it. For me, insecurity. Because like I said, I haven't been around females for a while.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I just haven't been around each other. I'm left out.
The trauma of female friends is so big.
It's
we don't
It's
know
so
about it.
big.
Yeah.
You went
We
through a
don't
lot.
Because friends that bullied you, and like I used to get bullied by my friends. These are supposed to be my friends, and they're like, what is it? Passive aggressive?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Gossip about you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like, you know what?
Behind every
You can either say something nice about me or to me, or don't talk to me at all, because I don't like the whole. I have cousins that do this. Like the way that they love on each other is like rough. You are ugly. No. Don't call me ugly. Don't call me ugly. I don't like that. And now I have to tell them like I don't like it. It's not funny.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't call your kids ugly either.
No.
Yeah, that's how I am with my siblings. That's why I distance myself, because like I said, they're very passive aggressive as well. So that's just how we know how to love.
Yeah.
So the way I'm loving them, they're not used to it. They think it's funny. So they make fun of me. They say, "Oh, look at Choco. She's always preaching." They call me like the preacher's kid and all that stuff. And I'm like, but I'm your blood sister. Like you're weird. Like how am I something that we all have to sit there? Like you're awful.
You're awful.
But yeah, so it's cool like to have this, and I literally thought this was gonna be bigger. That's why I was having anxiety too. I'm like, dang, I haven't been around too many females for a while, and I was just like, how is this gonna be? And then I saw how small the group was. I was like, oh, okay, it's gonna be more intimate than I thought.
For sure.
So it was just a lot going through my mind. Like you said, it's Satan, self-doubt, all of those kind of things. You're like,
The enemy lost today.
He sure did.
We showed up.
yeah.
Sure did.
Yeah.
They did the,
Period.
it was like, this is the final group. And I saw Oakley and 3 others. I said, yup.
Yeah.
Hi guys, my name is Oaksay, and thank you for joining us on our Valentine's Day. And I just wanted to encourage somebody out there that is watching. I want to say, if the Lord is removing people out of your life, allow them to go, because He needs to make room so that He can fill the space up with godly friendships, people who love you, people who support you, people who care, and people who are chasing Him just the same speed that you're chasing Him. So I love you. Thank you for watching.
Hi guys, my name is Diamond, and a word of encouragement is no matter how long it takes to find friends like this, just stay obedient and wait and just keep doing what the Lord has told you to do. So it's good.
Hello everyone, my name is Cayenne, like the pepper. I have really enjoyed being able to connect to these ladies today, and I just want to let you know that if you are someone who is yearning and hoping for connection, don't you worry. God has a specific set of individuals that are for you in your life to bring purpose, connection, and peace to you. Thank you. Bye.
Alright, what's up, y'all? You know what I'm saying? This is Choco, but you gotta say like Choco, Choco. Cause it sounds so good, you know? But yeah, this is our Galentine. Thank you guys for seeing us today. And I just want to say thank you guys for watching. And I thank God for this kind of friendship. And well, not this kind. Not this kind, but this kind of friendship. And you know, just being able to just be yourself, because this group is all about being yourself. That's the only thing we ask of each other, is just be your authentic self, you know. And we thank God for this group and just being friends and not having to be somebody we're not and all that. Yeah, so thank you from my heart, you know what I'm saying?
Hey Bookies! So I hope that you guys enjoy spending the Sunday with me. I wanted you guys to see what God can do. That's really the biggest thing of it. I wanted you to see what God can do. I don't want you to watch this video and feel like you're alone, to wish that you could have this, because baby, I promise you it is on the way. I never thought I would be a room full of God-fearing women. We're reading the Bible. We're having fellowship. Like, we are not gossiping. We're not sitting up here talking about some men. I mean, we may talk about it a little bit. But, you know, like, we are talking about God. And I just am so thankful. I'm thankful for everybody. And I want you to know your time is coming. Amos chapter 9, 13 through 15. It won't be long now.
Amen.
All right. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And I will see you next week. Bye!
Come on.
There will be many miracles. Please, Jesus, release miracles. Creative This is a house of miracles. Sing it, sing it. We pray to the feet of Jesus. Everything to the name of Jesus. This is a house of miracles. One more time, just we sing. Come on, you sing. Come alive in the name of Jesus. Sing it, sing it. Sing it, sing it. And we bring everything to the feet of Jesus. Oh, in the name of Jesus. This is the house of miracles. Can I show my love for you?